Tonight's this afternoon's special meeting of the Metropolitan Nashville and Davidson County Council is coming to you live from the council chambers at the historic Metro Courthouse. It's a public affairs presentation of the Metro Nashville Network. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pat Nolan, your announcer for this program. Please bear with me. I have a cold, but my comments will be brief. Tonight, the 15th Metropolitan Council holds its 87th business meeting of a 4-year term. This is the 8th council meeting of 2023 and the second special session this year. There's really only one item on the agenda tonight. Last Thursday, the Republican supermajority of the Tennessee House of Representatives expelled Nashville Democrat State Representative Justin Jones of District 52. The ouster occurred over violation of the body's rules of decorum. It also came in the wake of the Covenant mass shooting that left 6 dead in Nashville, including 3 9-year-old students. Jones and 2 other members approached the well of the House, and after being failed to be recognized to speak about gun control legislation, they used a bullhorn to lead supporters in the gallery and chants and to try to get the issue debated. That was not successful either, and after being stripped of their committee assignments and pass cards to Legislative Plaza, ouster charges were filed against the 3. The matter was not sent to a committee. Instead, a hearing of the full House was held, lasting most of last Thursday afternoon. With more than a 2/3 vote of the House, Jones, along with another Shelby County Representative, Justin Pearson, both of them were expelled. A 3rd member of the House, Knoxville Democrat Gloria Johnson, escaped by expulsion by 1 vote. 2 members expelled were 2 rookie African-American lawmakers, while Johnson is a white woman, all of which is causing further controversy. The management's left tens of thousands of Tennesseans temporarily without representation. Under state law, a temporary representative can be chosen by the local legislative body. That's what the council will be here tonight to do, at least for District 52. The expulsions have sparked a sharp negative reaction among Jones' constituents in District 52, as well as throughout Nashville. And according to media reports, a majority of at least 2/3 or more Metro Council members support Jones going back up to the state capitol. The council could vote to send back to the State House tonight, but the council will have to finish rules to do that. Ordinarily, the council takes up to a month to act to fill a vacancy, allowing those who want the interim post to submit their names for consideration. But there is a strong push tonight to vote tonight, especially with a large number of Jones supporters inside the chamber. You can hear them and outside the chamber as well, saying that this ouster has been a shameful overreach by GOP House members. They say the expulsions historically have been applied only in cases where lawmakers have been convicted or accused of serious crimes. But as for voting tonight, it only takes 2 objections by council members to block a suspension of the rules tonight, but that's not expected to happen. Regardless of what the interim choice is, a special election Representative Jones will still have to be held to fill the seat. That will happen after the governor submits a writ of election, which the election commission will then stick within that period of time to hold the election, decide what date it will be held, and that special election will be held. It's believed that Representative Jones will seek re-election, and that we'll see if anybody else qualifies to run against him. There is also late news tonight that Metro has won its lawsuit against the state, at least to some degree, to stop the council reduction bill passed by the legislature from 40 to 20 members. Still more to talk about that going forward. We'll talk about that after the council meets tonight. This could be a very short meeting, and we'll see what happens. Let's go now to Vice Mayor Jim Shulman, who will be gaveling the council meeting to order very shortly.
Ready? Okay. Go. Will the meeting please come to order? We welcome you to the Metro Council. Today is Monday, April 10th, 2023. Will all members of the council, as well as the public, please rise for the invocation, remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Invocation this afternoon is brought to us by Council Member Zulfat Sawara.
In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful, Lord, we beseech you in your infinite mercies to guide us in our deliberations and actions today. We remember the lives lost and continue to pray for their families. We ask that you comfort them like no one can. May their deaths not be in vain. Just as it propelled the Tennessee 3 to action, may it propel this body to do right by the voters of District 52 with our votes today. Today we heard of another mass shooting in Kentucky. several families whose lives are now shattered. We ask that you be with them, Lord. More than anything, we ask you to guide our state and national leaders in taking action and enacting sensible and just gun laws. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, of God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, please join me in thanking Elliot Matthews from Overton High School, with a longtime Boy Scout who helped bang in the county. There you go. All right, obviously everybody may be seated. Without objection, we will suspend the calling of the roll and ask the clerk to record the names of those members present throughout the meeting. For individuals watching us for the first time, the 6 red and black ribbons in front of the clerk are in memory of the 6 individuals who were killed at the Covenant School in Nashville 2 weeks ago. Our hearts also go out, as Councilmember Suarez said, they go out to the people of Louisville for the tragic shooting that occurred there today. Starting, Mayor Cooper, you are recognized. Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you, Mr. Vice Mayor. This afternoon's vote is unprecedented, but so was the action taken to expel members of the legislature. Voters in District 52 elected Justin Jones to be their voice at the State House, and that voice was taken away this past week. So let's give them their voice back, and I'd call on this body to vote unanimously right now to do just that. Thank you.
And one other quick report, Wally Dietz, Metro Legal Director, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Mayor. Just very briefly, because you have something very important and historic to do, but I did want to update the council on the fact that we did win an injunction this afternoon. Thank you. We are extremely gratified. The court enjoined the application of the special rules that we argued were causing chaos in the election this year. The court ruled that those rules in that part of the statute violated the Home Rule Amendment, the local legislation clause, and the court enjoined the implementation of that part of the statute by a unanimous 3-0 opinion. So the other issues are reserved. There's a lot to talk about what that means for 2027, but for right now, we have an injunction. The state may or may not decide to appeal, and if they appeal, the Tennessee Supreme Court may or may not decide to accept the appeal. It's discretionary. So the state has to appeal. The Supreme Court has to say yes. We're hopeful the Supreme Court would not take the appeal in the face of this 3-0 opinion and the timetable that we're currently under. But that's up to them. So for today, we have a victory. We are back to an election with 40 members in this council on August 3rd. And before I sit down, I must recognize the amazing lawyers on my team who are here. There's one other. Allison Bustle, stand up, please. Melissa Roberge, stand up, please. These lawyers literally did not have a day off for at least 6 weeks working on this case. And so I'm deeply grateful for the amazing lawyers we have at Metro Legal. I'm grateful to the court, and we will answer all of your questions tomorrow. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Wally. All right, members of the council, The District 52 seat in the Tennessee State House of Representatives has been vacated by the adoption of House Resolution 65 on April 6, 2023. Pursuant to Section 3.04 of the Metropolitan Charter and Rule 49 of the Council Rules of Procedure, this special meeting of the Metro Council is being held for the following purposes: to announce the vacancy of the Tennessee House of Representatives District 52 seat, to discuss Council Rule 49 procedures, and to elect, if determined by this body, the election of an interim successor. I am hereby announcing the vacancy of the Tennessee House of Representatives District 52 seat. Councilmember Murphy, as Chair of the Rules Committee, you are recognized.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. I would like to move to suspend Rule 49, Parts 1 through 6, and to immediately take nominations from the floor and vote today to fill the vacancy.
All right, are there any objections to suspending the rules? Seeing none, rules are suspended. All right. All right, so in order to do this, because the rules have been suspended, we are asking anyone who wants to make a nomination to stand. Councilmember Porterfield, you're recognized.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. I would like to nominate Representative Justin Jones.
All right. Councilmember Porterfield has nominated Justin Jones to become the interim successor, properly seconded by Councilmember Sepulveda. Are there any further nominations? Seeing none, without objection, nominations are closed. Go back to Councilmember Porterfield. You're recognized, and you will have 5 minutes in which to speak.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Colleagues, I stand as a proud resident of House District 52. On August the 4th, Representative Justin Jones earned the most votes in our Democratic primary, allowing him to advance and win the general election on November the 8th. The people made a choice, and it was the right choice. On Thursday, April the 6th, we witnessed a miscarriage of justice and an egregious assault on our democracy, which resulted in over 70,000 Davidson County voters, our voters, being silenced when our representative was expelled. This is not the first attempt of the state attempting to silence the people. Not even an hour ago, we learned that we were victorious in being granted an injunction against the state's unconstitutional effort of downsizing our council against the will of the people. And just as the people of Nashville were victorious today, we will be victorious again. With this vote to reinstate Representative Jones, we are restoring the political voice of the 70,000 people of District 52. Our community members are more than capable of selecting their representative, and their will should have never been undermined. Representative Jones was honest about who he was, a bold and unapologetic advocate for the community. The people chose their representative, and with this vote, we will send a strong message to our state government and across the country that we will not tolerate threats to our democracy. And colleagues, with that, I ask you to please vote to approve Representative Jones. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Porterfield. I will now call for the election. We have only one nomination before us, and that is the nomination of Justin Jones to be elected to be the interim successor for the vacant seat of District 52 of the Tennessee House of Representatives. Pursuant to Rule 48, we are on the board for the vote. Mr. Clerk, tell me when we are ready. Ready? We are ready. All right. So we are going to be on the board. If you are for the election of Justin Jones to be the interim successor for the vacant seat of Tennessee House District 52, you will vote aye. If not, you will vote no. Mr. Clerk, open up the machines. Votes are in. Mr. Clerk, close the machines. Take the vote. Ayes 36. No. All right, so we can keep moving. Justin Jones has been elected as the interim successor for the vacant seat of Tennessee House District 52, pursuant to the state law and the rules governing the Metropolitan Council. All right, we need council members to stay at your desk as we will immediately call to order a second special meeting after this one. So everyone needs to stay at their desk. I will need a motion to adjourn so we can go into the next meeting. Got a motion to adjourn, properly seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. We stand adjourned. All right, we are now ready to start our next meeting. Okay. Okay.
Hey. Hey, Austin, you ready?
Okay, so you good for me to start? Okay. Go ahead and bang it 3 times right there.
Right now?
Yep. Will the meeting please come to order? We welcome you to the Metro Council again. Today is Monday, April 10th, 2023. This is the second of 2 special meetings called for today. While we wait for IT to reboot our computers for the second meeting and for the clerk to go get minutes done and spread among the members' desks, we will stand in a very, very brief recess. Please remain close to your desk. All right, we are stand in recess. Do not leave the chamber. I'll introduce you after, okay? That's it. The minutes from the special meeting that we just ended. Until they get out. Talking to Bob. I'm going to come to you.
Shulman is expert. So there's 40 total, including Shulman.
You good? Okay. All members have copies of the minutes? Yeah, if there's a correction, I'm going to Councilmember Mendez for a motion, but I need to know if there's anything that needs to be corrected. Councilmember Mendez, you're recognized.
Move approval.
Councilmember Mendez moves approval. Councilmember Hurt seconds the motion. Are there any corrections? Any corrections over here? Councilmember Toombs.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Mayor. Is the 38 in parentheses, is that the total members present? Because there's 39 of us, not 40.
Mr. Clerk, apparently I count as...
Oh, you count. Okay. I didn't mean to leave you out. I'm sorry.
All right. That's right. I'll talk to you after the meeting. All right. So I got a motion and a second. Councilmember Vercher, anything that we need to fix?
I mean, I'll tell you, the issue that's being discussed, Vice Mayor, is that Councilmember Swope was here for roll call and not here for the vote, and he's not reflected. And I've been sharing with council members that I think this is tallied the way it is typically tallied.
Ms. Darby, I've got a motion and a second. I'm just making sure we got this right. I don't know what to.
I don't have a copy of the minutes in front of me.
All right, can we get a copy of the minutes? We're trying obviously to hurry through this, but we want to make sure it's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's right. Councilor Mendez, good to go?
I have no issues, thank you.
All right.
I think you should call on Councilmember Sharon Hurt.
Councilmember Hurt?
I mean, what I'm sharing over here is these minutes, like if you never read the minutes, like sometimes they read funny, but this is tabulated the way there always are. There were 36 aye votes. There were no votes. It accurately reflects what happened.
All right, so we need to hurry. If we've got a problem, we need to go ahead and address it. Good. Previous question? All right, we're on previous question, not on the minutes. Previous question. All those in favor of the previous question say aye. Opposed, no. Okay, now we're voting on the motion to adopt the minutes. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The minutes are adopted. Motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. Properly say any discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion to adjourn say aye. Opposed, no. We stand adjourned. Thank you all very much. We got work to do.
So the council has adjourned a second of two special meetings tonight. This was not about the win Metro got on the injunction against about the stay of the Council Reduction Act in the state legislature. It was about doing the rest of the paperwork that had to be done to be set up with Justin Jones to get him reinstated in the legislature. And that included a certified copy of the council's minutes, which of course just happened. They had to go get those printed up, done, and the council usually approves them. They usually approve that at the next meeting. Of course, the next meeting of the council is not until next Tuesday. The council didn't want to let any grass grow under their feet about this. You might recall how quickly the legislative leaders and how quickly Governor Lee signed the Council Reduction Act. I had one council member say tonight, I think they're going to learn up there we can act as quickly as they can. So a little bit of tit for tat on that, but that's what the council met for tonight. They'll be talking perhaps more about what goes on with the bill that about the court victory that Metro got today about moving forward or not moving forward for now with the reduction in size of the Metro Council. The council is at this point is scheduled to meet again 1 week from tomorrow night on April the 18th. The council will be taking up the Titan Stadium, and also may be taking up again, depending on what happens with the state Supreme Court. They'll be taking up again all these things about redistricting, although for right now that appears to be probably going to be deferred or withdrawn at this point. Whatever happens, the Metro Nashville Network will be here to provide live coverage. Until then, good afternoon from the Metro Council chambers. Tonight's two special meetings of the Metropolitan Nashville and Davidson County Council has come to you live from the council chambers at the historic Metro Courthouse. It's been a public affairs presentation of the Metro Nashville Network.